This is Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who held a roundtable with the cruise lines.
Like, you can't even bring yourself to come to the table and communicate and provide a way forward for people. I mean, it's really an example of poor leadership and poor governance. They should not have the authority to shut this down to begin with, let's just be honest. But to just not have any regard or have no sense of urgency after a year.
That was the governor talking on cruise lines being shut down, and what he said is 100% true about it being unconstitutional and illegal for the federal government to do that. And once again, I do agree with the governor on that, and he also said during that press conference that he is willing to take the federal government to court on it. Here's the thing. His state relies a lot on the cruise industry. It's not like, oh, we can just go without the cruise industry for a few months. No, they rely on the cruise industry. And, one comparison has been, why can Disney World in Orlando reopen, but the cruise lines aren't allowed to reopen? Well, that's the thing. The federal government has no say. But here's the thing. They honestly should not have a say in what the thing is for the cruise lines. That should be up to the governor of the state if he wants to open the ports. The federal government does not have that authority. It is the power of the state governor. And Ron DeSantis realizes that. And, he is really worried about his own state's people. He's a great governor, and so he's like, well, the people in, my Port Canaveral area, and the people in my people in the Port and the Miami-Dade County area, and Fort Lauderdale, and Tampa, a lot of those people rely on the cruise industry for what they need. So, it's not all, fun and games as far as cruise lines go. No, he's serious. He needs that. And he's also talked about the vaccine passport. The federal government says you might need a vaccine passport to go out of the country, which says you've been vaccinated. Well, the federal government cannot do that. That is outside of their jurisdiction. Well, that's for that story. But for other in cruise news is that cruise lines are leaving the U.S. Royal Caribbean on June 12th has planned to cruise out of Nassau, going to Coco Cay, Freeport, and Cozumel, with an overnight in Coco Cay. So, people are going there. Royal Caribbean is requiring everyone to be vaccinated, but Nassau's like, sure, you can sail out of here. Carnival has been talking about going to foreign ports now. Carnival, is primary audience is the working American person. And the working American person goes on a cruise to go to Nassau, doesn't fly to Nassau to go on a cruise. What this all is a bunch of government tyranny, as I say again and again and again. Back to Ron DeSantis. What if the cruise lines never go back to Florida? Well, that just puts a bunch of people out of a job. And what about, that might also hurt Nassau. It might help Nassau, but it might hurt them because, they already have that tourism industry that's on the people flying there to go to its resorts. But now it's going to have to like offer its resorts for people who are getting on cruises, because those islands are small and don't really have enough room to build brand new hotels for cruising. But they've also had to have had to lose like the shore excursion industry. Like, people have gone to Nassau multiple times and gotten shore excursions. Well, not multiple times, hundreds of thousands, millions of times probably. And like, to say that like it's not going to hurt your economy would be wrong. Now, granted, Royal Caribbean has been talking about sailing out of Barbados, I think it is. But yeah, Royal Caribbean is sailing out of Nassau, which is a good thing for the cruise industry in general. It does show we are healing, but it's still a bad thing. Well, that wraps up today's video. I hope you guys really did enjoy today's video. I enjoyed making it. I really did. Just being able to let this stuff off my chest. It feels good. I want to thank you all for listening to this. And, with dealing this, 6-7 minutes of me just roaring. That makes sense. So yeah, you guys, between now and the next time, see ya.